CBB, I'm gonna have to talk to some people, but like, hey, you got to slow down on what you are posting because it's sending to spam now.
Yeah.
Just one.
We may never see it.
Just one per person is fair. You know, I mean.
Yeah. But when you go in that spam filter, you may never see that post. It could delete it.
Yep.
Automatically.
Yeah.
So some people think that I'm getting on them when I tell them that. I'm like, no, I'm telling you because
you're trying to help them, Ben.
I'm trying to help you because now you can't come back and say, well, you guys are not allowing my posts. Like, we're not seeing them.
Yeah. I'm excited and nervous. I don't know why we're doing the same thing.
But in a way, it's a whole new beginning, Mark.
Yeah, it is. It is. There's expectations. But this is a whole kind of new looking dashboard to me, and so trying to navigate that.
This is gonna be.
It's the same thing.
The best.
You've been doing. All you did is put on a different pair of pants.
It's gonna be like the Mega Powers joining.
Who says
Mark? It's the same thing, but it's bigger and better.
Okay. You said I was wearing pants.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna stand up. No, I'm not gonna stand up.
Please don't.
Don't salute either.
We're not trying to get kicked off of YouTube.
Yeah. Speaking of spam.
Spam.
All right. We're gonna survive this somehow.
One way or another.
Yep.
It's not like we're being held. It's not like we're being held hostage, Mark.
I know.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
We're official right off the rip.
There we go.
Pre-show. All right.
Pre-show. That's right. That's right.
All right.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't see the comments before because I had to go in there. It's defaulted where you can't see them, and I didn't know that. So I had to go back in there and change it.
The comments were like John Cena. You can
Yeah.
see them.
So tonight is bug night. We're going to work out the bugs. Get the bug spray out.
Hold on. Let's do a let's do a screen test. Hold on.
There you go.
There you go. I got my script for tonight.
We're official now.
That's right.
Well, no, when Nor joins us, we'll be official.
No, we already are.
All right.
Okay. He's already there.
Cool.
He's there.
Nor's already watching?
All we need is those color bars now.
Yeah. Oh, he is here. Okay. One nice thing about this new dashboard is I don't have to scroll down as far because they're kind of stacked side to side in rows of 3. So I should be able to find stuff quicker. But again, I got to get used to this, so I might still be a little slow tonight.
Yeah, guys, bear with us.
You guys are live tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Keep the comments coming, you guys.
Did I do that?
Did I do that?
I did eat Taco Bell today for dinner, so.
Okay.
The poor other hostages, you know.
Yeah.
You're right.
Hashtags.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
The hostages.
I'm gonna write this on my list. That's it.
Oh, Richard, I forgot to tell you, you're the intro tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Me and my beard.
Yeah, but it's going to be a separate video this time. I'm changing some things up. I'm not done, but we're going to come up with a new intro eventually.
All right.
Richard, did somebody steal your beard?
Yeah, I woke up one morning and Megan shaved me.
I'll tell you, crime these days. It's just
Did
ridiculous.
you lose a bet?
I thought you stole somebody's chin.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll shave my beard just so you don't feel alone.
You'll shave your beard in solidarity to me?
No.
Wow.
Oh,
Richard
man.
heard about the new. Richard heard about the new partnership. Said I shaved my beard for
I
this.
can't do
Nice,
that
Ben. That's
because
nice.
I'm trying to get a sponsorship. See, that's the grandpa trademark. See,
okay.
Trademark. So I gotta keep it.
I got you.
Let's get this endeavor started here. About 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And off we go.
I am Richard, aka The Warden, and Spanning the Globe starts now.
Good evening, everybody. It is Thursday night. It is time to go spanning the globe. My name is Mark Meckert. I'm your host. And before I get started with the sponsors, which I get to shortly, I want to officially introduce ourselves as part of the new DAV network. And I'll get to that in just a moment. But first, I want to introduce my my co-host. But first of all, I'm Mark. Joining me tonight, to my left, to your right, Mr. Richard Ward, aka the hashtag hostage holder. That's a little inside joke. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And underneath Richard is Andy. From Love Those Wrestling Belts, Andy B. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
And last but certainly not least is Mr. Ben Walker from Championship Belt Brothers. That other group.
Another
Another
group.
group.
Yeah.
That's right.
I know it.
Good
I
evening.
know.
Good day, everyone.
So as usual, we start off with our
Goodbye,
sponsors,
mate.
which are Mark Leather Championship Belt Leathering and Ashley Souther Designs. And you may notice from the announcement today, we are no longer affiliated with the Brothers of Kayfabe podcast. They have moved on to other endeavors. We wish them the best, and they're both still welcome to join us anytime. And so we have moved over to the DAV network.
Mhm.
And I want to give a special shout out to Kevin Davenport in the DDK podcast for allowing us to join his network. And I'm excited about this. We have exciting new things coming in the future, a new intro, new features, just a lot of great things coming down the pike. So I want to thank him for allowing us to join him and partner with him and bring some great content, belt related, hobby related, wrestling related to you people, great people watching our show. And let's see who's watching the show tonight. Who's commenting? We have Jason Cortez. Good evening, sir.
Hey,
Up,
Jason,
man.
what's up?
Thank you very much.
What's up, Jason?
What's up?
Chris Raines.
Prayers going out to Mom.
Chris.
Hey,
Chris.
Chris.
And I got a video back on the DAV Network thing. I'll show you in a minute. I skipped it by accident. We appreciate that, Chris. And hello to Lisa. And hello to your Vizio 40-inch TV. That's good to know. Good to know. For today. Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
You're
Ethan
good.
Thompson,
What's up, Ethan?
What's up, Ethan?
well, co-host of DDK. Oh, we lost Richard again.
We lost Richard. He's in space, floating out there in space.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody say hello to each other. I'll take this opportunity real quick to show this video, just to kind of give you a little tease of what's to come.
Mhm.
As soon as I find it, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Again, very, very excited to be back, or not back, but on the Dab Network. And I'm trying to find the format here. There we go. So very excited to bring some new content to you, some new features, new graphics, a new intro eventually in the near future. So I'm happy, excited, and nervous at the same time. How do you guys feel about it?
I think
I'm
it's great.
excited for the new journey.
Me too. Good way to put it.
Me as well.
Mm-hmm.
There he is.
There's Nor.
And I was wrong. I did have to.
Completely official now.
Yeah. I had to switch tabs. That's why it took me a second to get that.
Stamp. How's it going, Nor? Hope all is well.
Hey, Nor.
Where did the comment go?
You got a new viewer.
Yeah, I got there. It is. Okay. Do we? Okay, I'll find it. Get to it in a minute. Yeah, a happy new book day to you. A couple days later, we had a couple of new belt days this week. So she'll show off. And Reginald Hawkins, hello.
What's going on, man?
Thanks for watching. Appreciate you watching. We value each and every one of our viewers.
Yep, we do.
And Ricky Hernandez, hello.
Well, Ricky.
What's up, Ricky?
Ricky?
Chris Thermo, hello.
What's up, Chris?
Hey, Chris.
Kevin O'Keefe, another
What's
leather
up,
guy.
Kevin?
Kevin?
I love that logo, Kevin, man.
I do too. It's nice.
There you go.
Hello to you, but I'm not going to even try to pronounce that name, but thank you for watching. We appreciate it. And hey to you too. Jerry Bonner, hello.
Hey, Jerry.
Deus Legends.
Tamaj, what's up?
Tomash, yep.
What's up, Tomash?
I go wherever I please to go.
Thank you, Ethan. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Jim Mills, hello.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's up,
Jim.
Jim?
On.
Sweet chin music.
He lost the bet. That's what it was.
Yeah, I lost the bet with the razor.
he donated his beard to Pubes of Love.
Oh,
Hey, this is only the first hour.
Only first hour.
we're only in the first hour, Mark. Come on.
Wrestling Bonkers.
Bonkers.
Watching this from the UK. We are truly spanning the globe.
We are.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Oh.
right. Oh, El Mendoza, hello.
Hey.
Okay. I am a ref again. Look at the shirt. Yeah, I'm wearing the shirt tonight.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to start by doing our belt of the week as we normally do. And Richard has it this week, but I'm playing the video. So I'm going to pull the video up and let Richard talk about this belt, which was his new belt day. Why is it not playing? It's not playing. Why is it not playing?
Broke it.
Try
You
to
got a
see.
new toy and you broke it, Mark.
I did.
All right. Full screen number 1.
Okay, let me do it this way then instead. Yeah. Okay. I didn't want to add to this side over here because it's kind of hard to. I think it blocks out our audio. Let me make sure I get the right one. Told you we'd had technical difficulties. Let me re-add it. Where is it at?
Technical difficulties.
Please stand by. That's right. We'll get it. Where are you at? Well, now I lost it.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Yeah. All right, let me go get it again.
Kevin
I had it.
Ortiz, I hope you're clipping this one.
Right.
I don't know why it wouldn't play.
It's like we're being held hostage.
Picking on me earlier.
Yeah.
That's picking on me earlier.
I'll find it. Hang on a second. I don't know what happened to it.
Click the X at the top.
And we lost him again.
Boy, Richard just keeps on leaving. I tell you.
Yeah,
I think he's having internet connection issues because
that could be.
he was lagging earlier.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Sorry about that, guys. The video wouldn't play. I don't know why it wouldn't play. Hold on. Let me get Richard. There we go. Download it. Okay, now try one more time. Be patient with us, guys. We're working on some bugs tonight.
All in the
Richard's
process.
Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. There it is.
There it is.
And Richard's not with us, but this is his new belt, which is the is this the raw tag?
Yeah, that's the raw tag.
Raw tag, okay.
Yep. Beautiful belt. I love it.
And I had him take out the audio because I was going to have him talk about this, but his internet's kicking him out. So, but that's a beautiful belt. I think you got this from John Barbarossa.
Yes.
Yeah, he got it from AJS.
Where he got it. Yep.
Put it on a layaway.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's going to put any side plates on that or not, but this is actually a pretty nice belt.
It is. I love mine. It's just all the detail. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah, I hated it when I first saw it, but it's kind of grown on me. I think it was a round main plate that I didn't like.
It's one that I don't think you're going to see the boots of this belt. It's going to be too hard to make. It's just so beautiful. I mean,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Sure is.
Yep, we're spanning.
Yeah.
We are.
I mean, look at what they're doing. Look how they're doing the strap. I mean,
yeah,
it looks so much better, and
it looks like the world title.
It feels darn close. It's not. I know it, but it feels close to leather. They've improved everything on their belts. You got to give them credit.
Yeah. Hello, Maurice.
Hey,
Reese, how's it going?
What's up?
How's it going, man?
They must be. Yeah, he lost reception when he shaved.
His antenna.
Yeah. Hello, Gianni.
Hey, Gianni. What's up?
So that's the belt of the week is the raw tag from WWE Shop, courtesy of AJS Belts, and we appreciate that. So very, very nice belt. Why are we trying to? They keep switching over to this other default here. Yeah, it does. As are we, Kevin. As are we. So. He creates some graphics for us. He's going to do a new intro for us as soon as I come up with what I would like to have. I haven't figured that out yet. So
we appreciate everything, Kev.
We do appreciate. Love you very much for everything you do for us.
Definitely.
Hello, Scott Aarons.
Hey, Scott. What's up?
Tyler Duff.
Tyler, what's up, buddy?
Oh, man.
Yep, got all my digits, all my phalanges. Ethan. Yeah, we try, and we appreciate that.
We sure do.
Yeah.
It was you that kicked him, huh?
Hello again, Gianni. Yeah, you killed his hamster too, or gerbil, whatever it is. He was so embarrassed he left the show. Yeah, that's right. Must span.
Oh, we must span.
Yeah. All right, so let's. I actually have a couple of belts for sale. I don't have them, but first of all, while I'm looking for this, let me put yours up real quick, Ben, and then you talk about these while I put this up here. Hold on. Okay, get to this right folder here. Here we go. All right. Talk about these belts.
All right, here we go. This is what we got for sale tonight. Presented by Ben Walker. There's a couple of World Wrestling Council tag belts. All these belts are up for sale. They do have like backing, peeling, plates are pretty good, except for the one GAC has broken bolt, but they all are 250 or best offer. So hit me up if you're interested in any of those, and we'll strike a deal and get it out to you. That's
I'm
pretty much
uploading these
it.
pictures. Did you talk about who the makers are for those belts?
They're various makers, but they're not all the same. I had to look at my cheat sheet. I'm not gonna go digging for it right now. I should have did that before. Got to be better prepared, but I guess it really don't make a difference who the maker is. If you're interested in the belt, hit me up. And that's it right there.
Okay, so hit Ben up for more details, or if you're interested in these belts.
250 each.
250 each. Okay.
Great. It's a great deal.
Also, Ethan Thompson still has this belt for sale. Beautiful, beautiful belt. This is the Luger US by Nawaz. It is acid HD etched. Hold on, let me get Richard back on here. I think Stephen Hammer currently has this belt. He's going to do a review on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not immediately available, but I'm sure they can get shipped somewhere. But it's a beautiful belt by Nawaz. Like I said, it's acid etched HD. Some more pictures of it. Look at that detail there. Nice deep etching.
Very nice.
It's not CNC. It's just HD acid etch, which I think means it soaks in the acid a little bit longer. It's better acid, newer acid.
I'm not sure how that works,
Yeah. Nice curve to that main plate.
but it's just plain. No matter how it was done, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah. It comes with a logo plate, which is beautiful as well. And he's asking $600 shipped. So if you're interested in this belt, be sure to hit up Ethan Thompson. He would be happy to get it out to you. Okay. I don't know why it's doing that. It keeps defaulting to that widescreen. Richard, let me put your belt back up here. You can talk about it.
If my internet goes out again, guys, I'm just gonna call it a night.
Okay.
Been
All right,
having
let me
issues
try this
with it.
again.
They said a cell tower. Yeah, our cell tower's down. One of them.
Okay. Here's your belt. Let's talk about this. Tell us a little bit about it. How you got it.
Okay, I just got this on Saturday. I got it from AJS Belts from John Barbarossa. I reached out to him, and he was able to get me this, add it to my collection. Tag team championship, Raw tag team championship. As soon as I seen this belt come out on Raw, I knew I had to have it. Andy got his, and it made me want one even more. So this is definitely one of the best replicas they've done in their new series of their belts.
One of my favorites.
And, the stones are different. The banners are lifted. If you look at the logo, is also lifted. The side plates have a little curve in them, which is pretty cool. And then the detail into the strap. They're putting more detail into the straps. I mean, the tip, it's got the logo on it, and it's got that floral design.
like the
They're
world
going out
title.
of their way now.
It's very reminiscent of the World Heavyweight Championship.
Question for you, Richard. What side plate you going to get for it?
Yeah.
I haven't
Other.
decided yet. I haven't decided.
Yeah, prayers for James Taylor.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the issue is, but really good guy in the hobby.
James
Very
is a great
supportive
guy.
of our
Press
show.
for him.
Prayers for
Very su-
James.
He's very supportive of our
Prayers
show,
for James.
and so we'll support him in prayer.
Yep.
Hey, Richard, you're cutting out again really bad. So okay,
Yeah.
let me get through this video.
I'm just gonna call him. Nate.
Okay, we'll get that fixed. We'll see you next week.
I got
And
that
he's-
internet error. They said it's a tower down, so
Okay, yeah, try to get that fixed and join us again next week. He's froze up again.
I'll go in there until it wipes me off. Yeah.
Okay, Cylon Warrior, we'll see you next week. I couldn't resist. That was just too good to pass up. You knew I was getting that there, didn't you?
Too easy.
Yeah, too easy. Too easy. That was funny. Okay, so yeah, James Taylor, he supports the show. He's a good guy in the hobby to deal with. Never hear anything bad about the guy. We've had some good conversations. So whatever's going on, we lift you up in prayer and hope everything is going well.
Yes,
Sure
yes.
do.
Ready for you. Okay, that's Clean Acid on it.
Oh, okay.
Luger US. Okay. I've heard that. I've never seen his work in person, but I've heard nothing but good things about
He
his
does,
work.
and his prices are very fair.
Yeah. It's a total package. Absolutely. Beautiful tip myself. Okay. Everybody likes a tip. Just a tip.
Just the tip.
Yep, just a tip. So let me get back to I gotta load these pictures up. I tried to load all these pictures up before the show, but it limited me, so I had to delete some to add some more. I don't know why, but I'll figure that out later. We're working out bugs this week, guys. I'm sorry. And I knew I would be because things look a little bit different on the dashboard for me. And so
It's gonna take some getting used to.
yeah, it will. It will.
Yeah.
This operates a little bit different, not much, but a little bit different. So, oops, not video, to an image file. We'll get there. So we had a couple new belt days this week, and I want to give those guys a shout out. As soon as I get the other one loaded here. One of them just left us, which was Richard. That's his new tag belt. Like I said, got that from AJS Belts. That's a shop tag, raw tag. Very happy for him on that. But I'm liking that belt. I'm liking that belt. I didn't like it at first. I just don't really like the round plates. But the more I look at it, the more
it's so beautiful. The detail, you overlook the round side.
Yeah, the shape. Yeah,
Gorgeous.
And also with a new belt day this week is Mr. Mike Meisner. Got a new belt. It's the scratch logo, World Heavyweight. Very, very nice looking belt. I don't know the details on this, but is that a shop belt, or did he get that from? Did he buy that from another collector?
It looks like a shop. Well, that's the old scratch logo. So.
Yeah. So congratulations to him for a new belt day.
Very nice.
Yeah. So then we got now Ben brought this up. He sent these to me. I gotta load these up too. Sorry. It only lets me load one at a time. Oh, maybe I could do this. I'll do it this way. I might add them over here to the right, and I can. As we like to kid Ben about being a lover of the Dome Globe. There we go. I can do it this way. He wanted to show off his Dome Globe collection and talk a little bit about this. And I'll put these pictures up while you talk about these.
Okay.
Oh, let me back up. Hang on a second. There we go. There's the whole ensemble.
Yeah, we can start off with that picture.
Yeah.
So let me start off by saying this, because there's a lot of confusion about how I feel about the Dome Globe. I never said I hated the Dome Globe. I never said I disliked it. I call it an ugly belt because that's what it is. It's an ugly belt. But as you can see, there's different variations of it. But when I say that, that doesn't mean that I hate the belt. I always say that, especially for all of us classic collectors, that it's you almost have to have a Dome Globe in your collection just because of the prestige, just because of the history of it, and just the overall the what that championship symbolizes. So as far as me having these Dome Globes, some of these are part of the J Crown collection, like this one right here. Some of you guys know that I had been working on a project of getting the J Crown or the Octubo Championship sponsored by New Japan Pro Wrestling. It was a bunch of junior heavyweight championships. Well, there's two Dome Globes that's in that championship plus one additional that Ultimo Dragon had won. And so that's where you see this right here. This is one of them. One of the light heavyweight titles. Yeah, I'll get to that later on. I'll get to that later on. But as you can see, like this right here, this is part of what was used in Mexico through CMLL, and they no longer use these championships because there's a whole another backstory about how the NWA came through. Blue Demon was the world champion. He came through, told CMLL they couldn't use the champion. Just a whole bunch of backstage politics that happened. But this is one of them right here. The World Light Heavyweight, and a lot of people didn't know or don't know that the NWA had different little weight classes, but they wasn't controlled completely by the NWA. This right here is from Pro Wrestling 01. So this is the Pan Pacific Premium Heavyweight Championship. There was only 2 champions of this title. This title only had a life of like 2 years, but it's a very, very nice looking championship. The design was different, but as you can see, Dome Globe has the National Wrestling Alliance Dome Globe because at one time Pro Wrestling 01 was part of the NWA. And this was one of the championships that was there. There was like they're just under their world title. And they're the same company that still uses the Inmate as their world heavyweight title to this day. But this is the Pan Pacific championship. This one is one of the ones that was used in Mexico. This is the world middleweight championship. This was not part of the J Crown. This was a championship that Ultimo Dragon acquired after he won the J Crown, or no, before he won the J Crown. He had this championship, and then he brought it in with the J Crown with him. So when you see Ultimo Dragon holding 10 titles, 2 of those titles was not part of the J Crown officially. This was one of them in the WCW Cruiserweight was the other one that wasn't a part of the J Crown. So this is another one of those ones that primarily was used in Mexico.
Which ironically, there's a lot of those Dome Globes used in Mexico because the original Dome Globe was crafted in Mexico.
Correct. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, let's get back to the pictures here.
Welterweight, another one. This was part of the J Crown. Also using CMLL, and like I said, they had different weight classes for the championships. I think that was kind of overkill. And it was like every 10 to 15 pounds, there was a different championship. But some guys had multiple titles, like Ultimo Dragon. He would carry, he would be the welterweight and junior heavyweight or middleweight or whatever champion. This one has a silver plate with the gold trim. And the different color grommets and stuff like that, and this, all the variation of the Dome Globe. Yeah. Fandu. That's the Fandu Dome Globe, or basically the official replica of the NWA.
The current NWA.
The current NWA. Yeah. This one, I had got the classic one, though. I had the Australia side plate as opposed to the UK that Nick Aldis had, and what is the actual championship now, that's what they have, is the UK, United Kingdom, instead of Australia. And then that one is that one replica with the satin finish.
That looks awful familiar.
Yeah. It's on that funky leather.
Yeah, funky ass leather. Yeah,
it's on that funky ass leather.
Yeah.
So, this one, very nice belt. Real well crafted. Plates are great. Leather's great. Just overall great belt.
the plates are by Jack Championship Belts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can mention leather if you want to. That's totally up to you.
Okay. I got it on a killer deal. I should go to jail for what I got it for.
You should.
You really should, Ben.
Yeah, I should. I'll self-admit that.
It's only a fair thing to do.
I'm almost committed. I pretty much committed a crime.
Now,
when you go to jail, go ahead, Mark.
The thing that's unique about this particular belt is it's got the fake screw heads in the plates, like the original Dome Globe had, which it didn't have that originally, but they added them later to keep the plates from falling off the strap. So
yeah,
the original owner of this belt had those screws added.
Gorgeous belt.
This is, in my opinion, the most accurate to the 80s version that I've ever seen.
I agree with you.
And I have one just like this, except I don't have the screw heads. And last but not least,
and then that is the Premier Dome Globe, and official, the plates are official replica, and again on that funky ass leather. So thank you very much. I tried my best.
Yeah, funky ass leather was a term coined by a guy smoking weed while eating gas station hot dogs.
Yeah. So must be tasty.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. But
joining us is Mr. DDK himself, Kevin Davenport.
Oh, he's back. So you want me to go? Are you working?
No, you stay.
No, you don't go anywhere, Kev. You stay right there.
There we go.
Absolutely. No, Kevin. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, there. Oh, we lost Richard. Okay. What I was trying to tell you was I was loading the pictures at the bottom, and I forgot the 10. It wouldn't let me add anymore. It said I delete some. So I
at the bottom. Yeah, it'll limit you down to the bottom when you get to about 10. So when you're done with one of them, just click it and get rid of it, and you can start adding the rest. Yeah, now
I've got to coordinate it a little bit better. So
let me
I just add them to the side. And also, whoops, what did I do?
I don't know what you hit. There you go. I fixed it for you.
Okay. It keeps defaulting to the other thing. I don't know what's doing that either. Every time I change something, it goes back to that. So, another thing it won't let me do is add more than one at a time. Over on the right side, it'll let me do that. I can just batch add them. And so, I want to remind everybody, it's just been a crazy week. We've moved everything over to the new StreamYard. Again, we want to thank the Brothers Kayfabe for their partnership for the last several years. And now we've gone on to a new partnership. But I do not want to neglect the fact that we're still trying to reach 500 viewers on the Wide World of Belts YouTube channel. We're at 221, which we're up about 3 or 4 from last week. It's still not acceptable. We're not quite halfway there yet. But once we reach 500 viewers or 500 subscriptions, we're going to give away this beautiful belt right here. This is a dual-plated CNC Winged Eagle by Unique Championship Belts. This is my belt, but I've got an identical set of plates waiting to be put on leather. So they will be on my leather with a belt tip, full belt tip. But we got to reach 500 views first. And here is the belt right here. Sorry, full screen. Right here is the belt. So it's a very, very nice belt. 4mm zinc with a full belt tip. I think it's going to come. I think it came with the logo plate as well. So I'll be doing all this on my leather, and I will be doing this cut with the wings kind of protruding over the strap. But again, we got to get to 500 viewers. Once we do, we'll figure out some way of doing that to commemorate the 500 subscribers. So if you have not yet subscribed, please do so. If you have friends that like the belt hobby, like to collect belts or like wrestling, have them subscribe as well. And let's get up to 500 subscriptions. So, Kevin, since you're here, I want to thank you so much for welcoming us to the DAF family. I'm excited, new things to come in the near future. You've been doing a lot of graphics, some videos for us, which is greatly, greatly appreciated. And I'm excited about this new venture and partnership.
Me too.
Definitely. Yeah, it's going to be great. It's opening up some opportunities that we'll be announcing later down the road, and it's adding more tools to you guys' toolbox to make your guys' show look spectacular. And once Mark gets the hang of some different things on this side, it's going to be amazing.
Absolutely. Okay, let me get to our next segment here. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this new navigation here. It's new to me. It's a little bit different, not much different, but just new enough where it's really throwing me off. We have a kind of a new segment. We had one episode up. We're going to do this maybe once or twice a month. It is a scammer alert. And let's get started on that one. And this scam alert comes courtesy of Guido Tanaka with Bellsmith Wanted Scammers. And these are not in the right order. They put them in the wrong order. That's all right. So this one popped up. The guy by the name of Bob Muller from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Let me get these screenshots up here. Gave him a few days after making payment, asked for a tracking number, replied he was away at work for a few more days, so he hadn't shipped it yet. Let another 4 days go, and to no avail. Luckily, whoever this person is paid with goods and services, which we always recommend, especially if you're dealing with people you don't know. And so I won't put all the screenshots up, but just kind of a back and forth with excuses. So according to Bellsmith Wanted Scammers, just avoid this person or proceed with caution. So thank you, Guido, for that information. There's also another situation that came up, and this was a separate deal. I just had to see this in a group somewhere. I think it's in several groups. And this was a guy that has the first name should give it away. Castro effing Jamie.
Okay.
And what this was, he sold something to somebody. No, he didn't. He was inquiring. And the way this language, some of the verbiage here kind of makes you think that maybe this is a maker in disguise as a collector. And so it gets to screen number 3 here. And the guy says something about he wanted a coin pick of the belt that he's selling. And he says, what do you need a coin pick for? Well, that's kind of a telltale sign. It's more than likely a scammer. Mm-hmm. And so the guy called him on it. You can see his response there. Don't know if he's being sarcastic or confessing. But
I can add to that. He's tried to join 3 other belt groups that I'm admins in. Mm-hmm. That I'm an admin in. And his account is new. And then when you go and look at the account details, it is only register the people that like his or only his pictures. All the pictures on it are brand new within the past couple of days, which is also a warning. And then when you looked at the only 2 people that liked his photo was him and then another foreign account. So it's an account you need to stay away from. It's tried to get into several groups here all in the past week.
Pretty obvious.
So be on the lookout for people like that. Always a telltale sign if they, what's his profile picture? Okay. If they're a fairly new account, if they don't have very many pictures on their profile, there's just a lot of telltale signs. Just kind of be aware. And if you're not sure who the person is or a little suspicious of them, follow your instincts and ask for references. Mm-hmm. That's always a good idea.
Yep. Yeah, it'll even say it's an account from like 2021, but all their profile pictures were uploaded that day or yesterday. Okay. That's also a good telltale sign.
Yeah. So another thing came up this week, and I just kind of inserted myself into this deal. Many of you know CJ Smith or Carl No Joke Smith. He comments on the show quite often, and if he's commenting, I'm not looking at the comments right now. I'm trying to put the pictures up here. But he sold a belt to a guy, and I guess the guy didn't have PayPal, wasn't familiar with PayPal, so CJ said, I'm comfortable doing it this way. So the guy agreed and uploaded PayPal. And I may not have all the facts straight here, but as I understand it, he didn't know how to send money through PayPal. So he told CJ, or in this instance, it's El Vato Taco, which is CJ's business name. He runs a taco truck or taco stand or something like that, and that's his Facebook page for that business. He had lost his CJ Smith profile because he had it on his phone, sold the phone, gave away the phone, traded the phone, and forgot to log out and was not able to get back into his account. So he's reverting to his business account. So he went to go request money from this guy who is this guy's name? Kevin Fiera. And so he went to go request the money, and in his confusion, hit send money instead to this Kevin guy, who confirmed, according to that circle there, said, yeah, it is definitely me. Again, there's a lot of back and forth here, so I don't have all the details, but basically what happened, as I understand it, is CJ sent the money to a different Kevin Fiera, and so he told the guy, hey, I sent the money, but didn't go through, and he put a claim in on it, and this Kevin sent him the money. And so anyway, so CJ's PayPal account ended up being in a negative balance because he sent money to somebody else and didn't get the money back for the belt or whatever. But the reason I tell the story is because this guy went on some groups and called CJ or El Vato Taco a scammer. Well, I know for a fact that CJ is not a scammer. He made an honest mistake, got confused. And so that's mainly why I want to bring the story up. I don't think either one of the guys scammed each other. I think there was a misunderstanding and miscommunication, some confusion. And so there was no scamming going on. Now, as I understand it, CJ's been removed from some other groups because of this incident, because only one side was told. But as I understand it now today, both of them got their money back. And CJ still has the belt. The guy found the same belt cheaper somewhere else. So it should be all good. But I just want to set the record straight that there was no scamming going on. And the reason I got involved is because I saw the post, was going to ask CJ about it, but I noticed that his profile was gone. So I reached out to him on his El Vato Taco account and said, hey, what happened to your other account? And that's when he told me the story. And so I reached out to that other guy, and the guy said, well, yeah, he did this, and that. And so, but I don't think either one of them scanned each other. I think it was just a misunderstanding, miscommunication, and some confusion over requesting payment from PayPal. I've never requested payment before, but apparently it's easy to send money instead. But it's all good now. So if you kicked him out of your group, you might want to reconsider that. He's a good guy. Good guy. So anyway, that happens sometimes. So not exactly a scammer situation, but just one of those unfortunate things that happens in the hobby. I did make it to Facebook. Okay. It's my mom. Hello.
Hi, Mom.
I'm her most handsome son.
I thought he told me he had just left some groups, but I didn't see it put that post was only in BBB, and then it got taken down in BBB after like a few hours.
Yeah, what had happened was he posted some screenshots. Well, he posted his side story in his group, which nobody that's not in that group can see. And so I said, you might want to put that in BBB to counter this other post. So he did, and he included a screenshot that I think showed the guy's address, which you can't do that. It's doxing. So the guy reached out to me and said, hey, I can't comment on that post. I said, well, I'm not a admin in that group. You'll have to hit up the admins. Oh, okay. Then he told me that CJ had put up a comment or a picture that had his address on it. He said, that's not cool. So you need to talk to the admins about that. And I guess the admin took it down, or somebody took it down. So, but anyway, I just don't want to see any lasting damage from this for CJ, because it was an honest mistake on his part. I've made many deals with him. Richard's made many deals with him, and there's never been a bad issue there. So I hate to see him get kicked out of the groups for things that for a simple accident. So anyway, So, Kevin, you got a show coming up this weekend, don't you? Saturday?
Yes, we have a show coming up this Saturday night. It's early time. It's 6 p.m. because our guest is in UK. Hellfire Designs will be on with us.
Nice.
He has designed. I think Ben can help me out with. He's made designs for the TNA. On my head right now. He did the TNA designs, and then somebody else made them. I forget, Ben, who made them for. He designs them, Greg Cook, and then somebody makes them, but I forget who makes them. But he does all the designing.
Was it Top Rope belts?
Top rope. Yeah.
The top rope that makes them.
Nice.
Nice.
They made a fantastic Don't Blow, by the way.
Top Ropes makes a spectacular belt, period. I mean, some of the stuff that they've done, their AML belt, they can make a absolute gorgeous belt.
I've never seen their work in person, but the pictures I've seen is just really beautiful.
Yeah, I have 1, 2, and one in the other room. There, I have 3 of their belts. They're spectacular, and they're right here in North Carolina, and they're in the Raleigh area. They're really Randy's a great guy, and we're scheduling to get him booked on the show. We've been trying that for almost 6 months, but he is a very, very busy guy. The side belts is not his full-time job, but he is a great guy and great American maker if you wanted to use him.
Okay.
I think Ben's seen some of their work too.
And your show airs what time on YouTube?
It'll be 6 p.m. Eastern instead of our 8 p.m. because Greg Cook is over in the UK, and he didn't. I don't want to put him on at 1 a.m.
Right.
So I said, hey, we'll back it up, and that'll be 11 p.m. his time, and that makes it a little bit easier for him. And then plus, right after that, 8 p.m. is Saturday night's main event.
Mm-hmm.
They got Saturday night DDK and Saturday night's main event. Yes, you see, you're loading them up now. That's how you can do it. You can get up to 10, and then it'll stop. But if you got more to load, just delete when you're done with whatever done you're using. It makes it a lot easier.
I just got to learn how to coordinate talking while I'm loading pictures up. So
yeah. Well, I'll get your comments tonight while you're there. And like I said, you can do this just before your show starts, and it's a lot easier. But we'll practice it too. We're going to practice it and make it spectacular.
All right, good deal. Appreciate it.
We're glad to have each and every one of you on the DAV network, and these 4 guys, you're going to be seeing them on other things with some partnerships that we're going to be doing. Ben was the most expensive one to make a deal with. He held out. He was smart, but I'm excited for what this is going to bring for the hobby, and more positivity and more discussions and more fun.
Sounds great. Puree water in the green room. I wouldn't do it.
And I keep trying to buy that belt from behind Ben, so I guess I got to make the right offer to be able to get that belt.
And you want a fruit basket.
Belt in the fruit basket. Can't beat it.
I've got to tell the story. Richard had the
he said Zebros. Zebros makes them not Top Rope. I thought Top Rope did a few of them though.
Okay. I haven't heard of Zebros. So I got to tell a little story real quick. We saw Richard up there. He had that headline below his name. It said, what did it say? Hostage, hashtag hostage.
Hashtag hostage.
Yeah. And what happened was, pull my phone up so I can look at that screenshot. He since corrected it. But he messaged us this morning, and he said in the chat, he said, hold on, put the pictures here. I deleted that too. What is wrong with me today? Something about he's watching something. Oh, shoot. Anyway, he was trying to say the word hashtag in some WWE show, and he said hostages instead. And Andy said hostages.
Yeah, hostages.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find that picture. That he must have took it down. Oh, I'm in the wrong chat apparently. So anyway, he meant to say hashtag, but it autocorrected, said hostages. So I said something about, did you negotiate for their release? And we made all sorts of hashtag jokes. So you had to be there. It was funny. I'm trying to find the chat where it was at, but I guess in the wrong chat.
It was in the Spanning the Globe chat.
Oh, no. Okay.
Spanning the Globe, yeah.
Okay, I'm in the wrong one. Okay. This must be why his internet went there. Here it is. He said, He said I did the hashtags on WWE on X and AEW on X as well with the show. Talk about hashtagging our show so we could get some views.
Mm-hmm.
And so he said hostages instead of hashtags. So he said autocorrect, damn it. And so Andy said, okay, I got to know what word was supposed to be there instead of hostages. And I said, did you hold the hashtags hostage? And then I said, let's hash out the release. And I put a hashtag up, said free the hashtags. So it was just funny. But we have a little fun in the chat.
Oh yeah, always.
And this show is kind of an extension of our chats. It's just we happen to have an audience. So, and I just realized I didn't have a video ready for the second hour. I didn't load it. That's okay. We're just winging it tonight. We're breaking out working out the bugs tonight. We still have that new network.
While you talk a little bit more, because you still got 5 minutes before it goes.
Okay. Yeah. This new thing still has that new StreamYard smell to it. New network smell to it. I gotta find that video, so I'll get to it in a minute. So, Kevin, anything you've noticed in the hobby here lately that we need to talk about before we get on to some other things?
That I have noticed.
Yeah. Any trends you've noticed?
Just I think all the admins have been talking about how many fake accounts have been trying to get into. I think Ben was talking about that. As I look for this video, I'll let Ben elaborate on that about all the ones that have been trying to come in to the groups.
Yeah, it's so these strange accounts. If you're an admin in the group, be looking out for these, because and a lot of times what I usually do and I would recommend is click on their profile.
Oh yeah, always.
A lot of times, if their profile is locked, you're not getting in CBB.
Yeah. No way.
Especially if you're trying to pass off of you being in the United States. And here's another thing: all U.S. accounts, Facebook accounts, you cannot lock them.
Yep.
So if they try to perceive themselves or make themselves to be out from being from the United States.
What was that?
Is Superman coming?
I don't know what that was.
Man, I thought that was my theme music for a minute.
That was the video I was looking for, but I'm not playing.
That's
I'm
Ben's
not playing
entrance
it.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I was downloading the video, but it's in my headphones.
Yeah, these accounts are getting kind of strange. So click on the accounts if you're not sure. A lot of
check the profile always.
Check the profile, and a lot of times also, Kevin was saying earlier, the account could say it was created in 2019, but the most common or the most recent or only pictures is from 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was a backup account that they using. It's probably a trolling account. Starting to see that too. Starting to see troll accounts pop up. I personally don't like to admit accounts with no profile pictures.
We don't either.
That's a flag to me. That's a flag to me.
A definite flag.
If I see that, and the other admins in CBB usually will beat me to it. I'll see that request, then I go in there and look, and it's gone because they've already wiped it.
Yeah, I loaded it too.
Yeah.
You got it.
So it's just certain things, man. Lately, and it seems like people are using dummy accounts to troll and start trouble and do all of that other extracurricular activities. Yeah, we've always been kind of strict in CBB, and that's why we don't have 10,000 members. That's why we don't have 4,000 members. We're kind of stringent on
Quality.
who we let in.
Quality.
My main thing is I shouldn't be exposing this, but I'm going to say it anyway. If somebody tries to come in the group and there's not common groups, there's not many belt groups, or you got a bunch of these known scam groups in your because it tells us what groups you're part of.
Mm-hmm.
If I see that, I'll decline you. I don't care if you answered all the questions or not. I've kind of shifted the questions to get in the group because you get a lot of people say, you know, how did you hear about the group, or you know, and they'll say a friend, but they don't have any friends in the group.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Nor do they name the
flag
friend.
up. You just threw a flag up at me.
Mm-hmm.
You're in here just throwing words out. If you can't take the effort to read what I posted, you're not going to take the effort to read the group rules. And you're the same one that's going to break that rule or break a rule your first 5 minutes in the group. And then I'm going to ban you. I ban you if you do that. If I just let you in the group and you break a group rule, especially with the sales, that's usually what gives people. They'll come right in the group and then try to post something up for sale. You didn't read it. You didn't read the group rules. I'm a ex-military guy. If you don't pay attention to detail, guess what? You're either going to get retrained or kicked to the curb. That's what happens.
Well, my favorite is when you see it says they're from Sialcott, and everybody's question: are you a belt maker? Yeah, they're from Sialcott. No,
right. But it says belt maker in the description of their profile.
Yeah.
They're in the neighborhood. Yeah, they're in the neighborhood.
You lied with your thing in the your business in your profile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's easy to, like Ben is talking about it. If you pay attention, if you click on the profile, you go down to their pictures, seeing when their pictures are all uploaded. They're all uploaded the day of it. Also, when you check who's liking their photos, and it's all foreigners, and it's just supposed to be an American account, that's another red light. Also, click the 3 dots of who it's registered to. Sometimes it'll show it. If not, then just copy that link, paste it in your toolbar, and it'll show the end of who at the end of that copy link. It'll show who that account is registered to. That's what you can be able to check them to. That's a good way to do it. But Ben is right. The locking the count is the first thing that's a big no-no. And look who their friends are. Bob Smith, and it's all Uhal Nahamar or Chami Dang Lang or Muhammad II or Muhammad III. You know, they're a maker trying to get in there, and what they're trying to do is not post. They want your maker. They want your list so they can cold call everybody.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Kevin added this to Wide World of Belts Facebook group, where it's not just how are you referred to the group, who referred you.
Mm-hmm.
We have that too. Yeah, we have that too. And they'll say a friend. Nope, you just got declined.
You know,
you just got declined. That's late. You're being lazy. Tell me who referred you.
I think Kevin added provide a name of your person, something like that.
Yeah, provide who you recommend. The other thing is to always pay attention. These same guys that are trying to stick, they all have the same favorite. It's John Cena and the spinner belt that they all like. What it's the same ones over and over. Spinner belt, John Cena.
There's some that Roman Reigns, and
Roman Reigns.
They'll misspell Reigns.
No Dome Globes. No Dome Globes. I'll get it.
They're like Hulk Hogan.
It's whatever is hot right now is what they pay attention to, because they really don't pay attention to anything except for making stuff. So
yeah.
Most of these makers are not Maxima Goals. They're not wrestling fans.
Right.
Most of them. I think I maybe can name maybe 2 or 3 other makers as possible that are.
You're right.
That but for the most part, most of them are just trying to get in so they can cold call, so they're trying to get business. And I get that. They're trying to get business, but go about it the right way. You know, you makers, if you're watching, what you should be doing is you should be contacting these admins of these groups. You should be trying to build a relationship and a rapport. I'm not saying give away free belts. That's not what I'm saying. So don't nobody interpret it that Ben said that these makers should be giving free belts. I didn't say that. you should build a relationship with some of these guys. Prove that you're worthy to be in some of these groups to get business. Because let's be real. For the most part, most of these groups are not for sale groups. CBB is not.
Yep.
Wide Water Belts is not.
Either.
Love Those Wrestling Belts is not.
Nope.
Big Boys Belts not.
Yeah, and if you're cold,
Collective Empire is not.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk about that on the other side of hour 2 here. So,
okay.
You kind of gave me a segue into that. So let's go ahead and get started with hour number 2. And I already had the video loaded. I didn't find it. Welcome back to hour number 2.
That was fire.
And another great graphic by Kevin Davenport. Thank you.
I gotta turn that down just a little bit and extend it just a little bit more so don't end off quickly. My bad.
There you go.
I'm out, Barry Horowitz.
And I forgot when I was talking about Richard's little name there of a hashtag hostage taker. The first thing that came to mind when I saw the word hostage was this.
Let my people go.
You're not gonna let him live that down, man.
Good
movie.
movie.
Live that down.
Good movie. Like that
great movie. It's 3 hours long, but it's a great movie.
It's a long movie. Yeah, I'll fix that intro.
Okay, all right. I love it though. But it's great. Kevin does great graphic work for it. I appreciate that.
Definitely.
I love it. I love helping folks out. I love helping you guys out. I love that y'all are part of it. And I'm telling you, that you guys don't know that me and Mark were talking, and these two guys are going to find out later tonight. There's some great things coming. I mean, some awesome things are coming.
Can't wait.
Awesome things.
Absolutely. And you were talking. Well, first of all, welcome back to hour number 2, Spanning the Globe. We are sponsored by Mark Leather Championship Beverly Leathering and by Ashley Southern Designs. And as mentioned in the first hour, we are now a member of the the DAV Network. And part of that is also the Double Dropkick podcast, which is on Saturday night. Kevin will have his show 6 o'clock Eastern time this Saturday night. You want to remind us of who you're going to have on?
Yeah, it'll be I didn't take my medicine for on Hellfire Designs with Greg Took. 6 p.m. Hellfire Designs.
Absolutely.
And Kevin, I just want to take this minute and thank you for the prize of the Retromania game. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, everybody got their. I was glad everybody was patient to give the time to guy to get the stuff, and all four of our winners got set outs, and we'll have more to do with that in our 4,000 show. I don't know if did y'all see who the new mystery wrestler was at Retromania Wrestling thing?
Oh yeah.
Macho Man, what a big get for them. What a big get.
The cream finally rose to the top. Yeah.
What is that?
I just got this email
about the 6th.
What'd you do?
The Retromania, it's on sale on Steam.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Retromania Wrestling's on Steam. Is on sale. How much is it on sale though?
$8.99.
Oh my god! You can't beat it, folks.
It just came up. I already have it, but it just came up. So people that don't, if you have Steam and you have it on the PC, there you go.
I'm glad to see Nikita's in there. They can't make an action figure of him, but hey, he's in there. I love Nikita.
He needs an action figure.
He does. A decent one.
That's criminal.
Ivan
too. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What's funny is those guys that's a passion project. Even though there's a lot of people that work on that, it's a passion project for him. It's not his 9 to 5 job and whatever. And they're doing better than big time companies with thousands of employees are doing with updating their game, how it looks, how it runs smoothly. I mean, they beta test the snot out of stuff before they ever release it. And
it's nostalgic for most of us.
The detail is just amazing. All the different, wrestling rings they have and NW. I mean, everything. They got everything.
And he was such a great guy to talk to. I mean, it was so easy. It was a great show having him on. He was great. He was just awesome, dude. And I was glad we were able to give away some stuff. And I got some more codes for some friends that don't have it, and I'm gonna give it to them. And he's just a humble guy. So support those guys.
he was very humble about it, but very excited to talk about it. It's like his baby. It is his baby. So,
The enthusiasm, yeah.
yeah.
Very proud of it.
He grew up in that era too. So,
Great era.
you guys were talking about before the end of the first hour about our groups not being belt sales groups. We do allow sales posts on Friday. There's one single post where you can. Well, we do it on Friday. I think Ben bumped up to Tuesday or Wednesday, a midweek post, but they're designated posts, and the reason for that is it keeps all the sales posts in one place. You don't have to go through all the sales posts to find a post about a new
Bundles
built
in
day.
one spot. Right.
Yeah. But I unfortunately had to remove a member of Wide World of Belts the other day, a longtime member, been in the group for like 3 years. I won't name him, but he'd posted a belt for sale. I removed the post, sent him a warning, said, "Hey, use a sales post." Never heard back from him. A little while later, he did it again. I issued a second warning. Well, he did it again this week, and I thought, okay, strike three, you're out.
Yep.
Be sure when you're in a group to check the rules of the group, because most belt groups do not allow belt sales independently. I mean, they'll
It's very simple to check the rules. It's just
check the
right,
rules.
They're right there.
Because the first thing they'll say is, "Well, I didn't know that was against the rules." You agreed to
Sure.
the rules when you came in.
Right.
And it's clearly put in there.
Mhm.
Forgetting the rules is on you, not on us.
Right.
But if you're not for sure, and I've had a couple people ask me, "Hey, would you mind if I post this bill for sale?" If it's something specific, like, hey, they've run into medical issues, need, had bills or things like that, I'll allow one like that as long as they have been approved. But for the most part, if you're just trying to sell a belt, use the sales post.
That's what it's there for.
Yeah.
And the reason being is because we were running into a problem to where everybody's posting the same belt every day to try to get it to the top of the list. And what you're doing is you're burying people that want to celebrate their new belt day, share wrestling information, a picture, and then they get discouraged, as we all do, when you go back and nobody's congratulating you on your new belt day or you haven't got any likes on it. And this also, the last thing is it makes it so much easier for the admins to keep up with it, to go to all the one place to make sure that the price is there and that you posted the price and you posted all the pertinent information that the group requires.
Right. There's reasons for the rules. It's just to protect everybody. So
They're there for a reason.
And make it more enjoyable for everybody else.
Yeah.
If there weren't rules, it would just be miserable for everybody because you got to sort through all the crap to get to the good content.
It'd be a free for all.
Yeah.
Yeah, posting your belt for sale every day in the same group, that's just not right, and it's kind of spamming, and it's just burying everything else.
Right.
And that's the problem we had with that for years until we all started implementing. Hey, you need to post it in the for sales. There's groups for sales.
That's nothing but
Belt
it. Yep.
sales. That's all it is. Go join this. This is a collectibles group. Ours is a collectibles group. We're 99% collectors, but you have that 1% that wants to just come in there and sell. Use the for sale post. That's what it's there for. You're not gonna get lost. Everybody routinely knows where our for sales posts are in each one of our groups. It clearly is marked. But I get people. I had 3 declines today trying to sell something. Like, and then I got an issue with a middleman. I'm not gonna out him, but he cutting it close. Nah, he cutting it close. He cutting it close, man. He disguises it. He disguises himself.
Tell us, come on.
Is being showing the belts, but he's showing the belts from his maker. Hopefully he catch the drift. Use the for sale post. His post is not going to get approved.
Yeah, don't come on Ben's lawn, and you're going to hear this.
It's going to get worse. And then I always get and it always with CBB. Somebody get kicked from CBB and they go on the warpath. Then they got to go on to other groups and post that I kicked them. First of all, I kicked them. For no reason. They didn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Or they tell their own little story. And they're not telling what actually happened.
Right. another issue came up the other day. I was talking about the CJ Smith situation, and what was it I posted? Oh, I posted about removing the member, and I wasn't going out the member because no need to. I was just simply reminding everybody use a sales post. Well, CJ commented as his El Vato Taco thing about, yeah, I've accidentally done it myself. Well, somebody decided they want to comment to CJ. They'd seen the issue he had with that other guy with the PayPal incident. Said, hey, weren't you the guy who was called out as a scammer? I removed that post or that comment because, for one, it's drama. We don't allow drama in the group. And two, it wasn't relevant to that particular post. So I deleted it. I moved on. The guy messaged me a few minutes later, said, hey, did you delete my post? I said, yeah, I did. How come? So I told him why. Oh, okay. And he LOL'd, so I'm not sure he was happy about that. But nothing personal. We just like keep it drama free. And I also told the guy that it wasn't a scamming situation, and he hasn't read that yet. So,
I mean, his taco account is his legitimate business account. So it's a real thing. So
he did add me to his wife's Facebook account, but she's not well known as well known in the groups as he is. So I want to put that down. As we mentioned in the first hour, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers to the YouTube channel, Wide World of Belts YouTube channel. And if you're watching us on there and haven't liked or subscribed, please do so. Once we get to 500 subscribers, we're going to be giving away this beautiful Winged Eagle by Unique Championship Belts. It is a 4mm CNC dual-plated Winged Eagle. Beautiful, beautiful belt. And it's on my leather. This one is mine. I do have identical plates just like these in a box. And when we get closer, I'll be putting on a strap just like this one with the leather cut just below the wing tips. And it will come with the logo plate and full belt tip. And I forgot to clean this before I put it up here. I got a picture of it. But we have to get to 500 subscribers first before we do that. So please do so. Subscribe. There it is right there. Beautiful. Whoop.
Beautiful belt.
Where'd it go? There it is.
Look
Beautiful belt. I love that belt. I'm not a great big Winged Eagle fan, but it's probably one of my favorite WWF belts.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
Hogan, yeah, it's very classic.
Classic belt.
It's a staple for every WWE, WWF collector. Should be anyway. Just like the NWA TV.
NWA TV belt. Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yep.
Yeah. Not everybody likes the Dome Glow, but most people seem to like that NWA TV. So, but we're at 221, and we're not quite halfway there. So help us get to 500 and subscribe to the channel, and we'll do that belt giveaway. Is this your ad?
Yeah, we'll pay that later.
Okay. All right. I'll let you put that up. You get ready.
We can talk about
I'll
it later.
click the button.
You got your other stuff to get to.
Yeah. Well, I have a little bit left to get to. Let's talk some wrestling stuff. This came up just a little while ago. I think Richard put that up in the chat. Kevin Von Erich has signed a Legends deal with All Elite Wrestling. I did not realize they had Legends deals in AEW.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Yeah. They're copying WWE again. But I like this one. I like Kevin Von Erich. I've seen him wrestle in person, but have not got to meet him yet. But that's pretty cool. I wish he'd sign one with WWE. That'd be great.
Me too. And so his sons would have had a chance at WWE. Would have been great too.
Yeah. Now, is that considered double dipping if he's on the Legends deal on both companies? I guess it would be.
Possibly.
But congratulations.
Unless they both said that you can't do one with the other. If not,
well, it's not exactly not compete clause, is it? I mean, they're performing in the ring.
I don't know.
But congratulations to him. Looking forward to see what he brings to the table with AEW. Hopefully some TV stuff. That'd be great.
I've always liked Kevin.
I have too. He's not aging very well, though.
Yeah. For all he's been through, and he's always just been a good guy. I mean, how can you not like the guy?
Right. Speaking of Legends, kind of in a way, not really, but Shayna Baszler, I just saw this a little while before the show. Shayna Baszler is coming back to WWE. I didn't realize she was gone. I just didn't think they were using her. But she's coming
one
back.
of the releases.
Yeah, that's right. But she's coming back as a producer
in NXT.
Yeah, NXT.
Good for her. I'm happy for her. That's great.
Yeah.
Good for her.
I never was a big fan of hers, but she does. I mean, she has a lot of intensity in the ring,
Mm-hmm.
personality in the ring.
She didn't burn her bridge when she was let go.
Exactly, Kevin.
No, she did not.
And she could teach the young girls what to do, show them what to do.
I kind of think that maybe she kind of knew what the deal was with the release. It's not a guaranteed lifetime ban because we've seen it before. They bring somebody back within 6 months after a
Well,
release.
it's like Braun Strowman. He was released, but then he's got signed another deal. So
Yeah.
They can release Goldberg if they'd like to, because I'd like them to.
Yeah. Well, he's retiring. Is Saturday Night's Main Event is his last show?
and
Is it?
probably going to win the title just to have Seth cash in and take it. That's my prediction.
Now that's Saturday night, correct?
Saturday night. Yep.
Okay.
Do y'all feel like that would be Barry and Gunther again? Now Gunther loses to an old guy, and then
Yeah.
here goes Gunther losing to the kid, the 5'5" guy, Yeet guy. I mean, I just kind of think that's burying one of your top talents that could
It
carry
is.
you for years to come.
It is.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's just.
I don't like it if they
I
do
don't, I
that.
don't either.
Well, that's what they did with the Fiend. They built him up, and then he starts losing matches. It's just they just do that. They build somebody up and then cut their legs out from under them. I don't like that. This is not very smart booking, in my opinion.
Doesn't make any sense, but happens all the time in WWE. It just,
Yeah.
you know.
And there is a rumored return of Gail Kim coming back to WWE in some capacity,
Like, is it? Yeah, I believe as an agent or producer.
something like that. Yeah.
Good for her. She's another good one. I couldn't believe TNA let her go.
There now I can't read that; it's so small. But is that? Did they say where or when she's coming back? Because this was kind of
WWE is set to host the second All Women's Evolution Premium Live event on July 13th at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. Returning after a 7-year hiatus, the company is going all out and making it an unforgettable night. One of the highlights will be a Battle Royal match, potentially featuring several legendary female superstars.
so. The
What a
headline does not
perfect-
match the.
Perfect
Doesn't
person to
match
bring
the
in
article.
for Evolution. You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
She was great in the ring.
So Evolution will be July 13th in Atlanta, Georgia. That's coming up next week.
Next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend. Okay. So that'll be interesting.
Well, it's,
I can't think
wait a
of
minute,
Evolution
it's this
without-
weekend. It's this weekend.
This week, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Tomorrow's
weekend.
the 11th. Sunday.
Sunday. Mm-hmm.
Sunday.
It's a big wrestling weekend.
In Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And then
Well,
All
well-
In is Sunday too.
It was a big week for wrestling altogether.
Mm-hmm.
We'd like to see the NWA kind of get in the mix again, but I don't think it's ever going to happen.
As long as Billy Corgan,
He
as long as Billy
Music.
Corgan owns it, it's not going to. I'm sorry.
wants everybody to see his music. That's all he cares about.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, he's been posting.
he
about
blew
music
it during
on
COVID, and it's been crap since. I'm being honest.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yep.
He had an opportunity there and he just froze, I
I mean,
guess.
before COVID, I was watching it. I think it was like on every Tuesday night. It was great. You know,
Yeah, they were on the roll.
They were in the studios again. It had that feel to it. It was great. And then
Mm-hmm.
COVID happened. He just didn't do anything.
They had all the momentum and just
Yeah.
lost it.
All the other places, they managed to put on programming, but he didn't do a darn thing.
Yeah. They could have done it in an empty studio. They don't have performances.
Oh, yeah,
They
could have
could have
been.
done it in an empty studio.
He just chose not to.
Yeah.
Look where they're at now.
I kind of get it because I can see some liability there.
But the other ones
still.
didn't, Mark.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Just he just didn't feel. I just, he didn't feel like it.
That's the difference between him and them was they were risk takers. He's not.
He's not. Mm-hmm.
He just want to take a risk.
Mhm.
Yep.
You can't really fault him for that, but it hurt him. It came back to bite him in the ass.
I don't know if they ever can come back. I mean, it's just
With the right booking, with the right promotion, with the TV, they got to have a TV deal.
Yes, with somebody else running it. Yes,
But they have to have a TV deal.
but they're still playing in middle school gyms. I mean, it's just.
There's nothing wrong with that in my mind, but
Well-
they need a TV deal.
I mean, you could get a TV deal once if you do the right things on YouTube like they did before.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll come. The numbers, once people see the numbers, it'll come.
But him allowing when they had the Sinister Minister coming out like he was snorting cocaine with the wrestlers coming to the ring, that was just plain stupid.
That was terrible. That
The
was-
right owner will get you the right deal too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, Kev.
Yeah. Well, in this case, the booker is the owner. Just kind of like
Unfortunately.
AEW.
Unfortunately,
Just like AEW. But AEW is doing well.
they're doing better.
But I think they have deeper pockets than he's got. I think that's the deal. They got bigger pockets.
Tony Khan's got his dad's got the deepest
I
pockets.
mean, I don't know about particular when their numbers from their 100 episode, the 300, they were all going down when you looked at that was shared not long ago. It was shared on a post.
Mm-hmm.
That their 100 was at like 700, and then their 500th episode or 300 episode. It was like 270 something.
Where is that? Yeah, there's a rumor that Hulk Hogan isn't doing well, but I don't know what that.
Yeah, supposedly he hasn't been seen for a month. And
I saw a post today or yesterday of a picture of him and his wife on the beach, but I don't know when that picture was taken.
that could have been months ago. You know,
It
It's
could have
just-
been. It could
I
have been.
hope there's nothing
Yeah,
bad with
but
him. It's just
the stuff that's starting to worry me is Hogan's not posting, "Hey, I'm fine." His publicists aren't posting, "Hey, I'm fine." It's been very, very quiet when there's a rumor out there. So
And Hogan
true.
always would post videos of the karaoke contest at his bar every week, and he always would be there. They're still posting now, but it's just Jimmy Hart and Hulk Hogan's son. That's
yeah, a simple back surgery. You should be out, and he was supposed to be out in 2 days because he had a place to be at that Friday when he was supposed to do a surgery, and he had to cancel it.
supposedly he's been in the hospital for 6 weeks. I mean,
Yep.
Who knows? I hope the
Yeah.
best. Hope he's okay, but
Yeah, I do too.
Interesting. Now there was also a rumor he was supposed to open up a new club across the street or down the street from Madison Square Garden. I just saw a little blip about that. Has anyone else heard any more about that?
that's the same with me. But we were discussing it earlier. I think it's going to go probably the same way that WWF New York went. It was hot for like a couple of weeks, and then down it went.
Yeah. Well, it helps if you're visible to promote it. If he's in
Oh, yeah.
hiding, it's just not going to happen. But
Definitely.
he's definitely on the decline, one way or the other. Hopefully not with his health, but
Yeah.
definitely
Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, I mean, something's up just because your publicist, your family, nobody's saying anything.
Yeah. They're
And
not
it's been
taking
going
anything
on
at
for a
all.
while. Something's wrong, and he's not been seen anywhere. It wouldn't be just be simple of because usually when he's had surgeries in the past, he'd be like, "Hey, I'm all good. I'm just resting up at home."
And
I don't know.
admit it,
Something's up.
wrestling would not be where it's at today without what he did. In AEW.
Yeah. He brought it to mainstream.
He sure did.
I don't like where it all went, but he did bring it to the mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's where his personal life is. I'm talking about Hogan, the character. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but his celebrity is definitely on the decline. Ric Flair has been in the gym. He was on a treadmill.
Oh,
Did
wow.
you guys see that video?
No.
He needs to stay in the gym and stay off Twitter.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
Stay-
definitely.
Stay off the alcohol.
And stay out of the bars.
Yeah, but that ain't going to happen.
Well, that's like I said, Mark. I mean, I hate to say it, but if he ever quits drinking, he will die of withdrawal.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
it's true. I mean,
I agree. Speaking of health, you guys heard about Francine? She was going to have a biopsy done. She was
yeah, she's
concerned about
cancer
cancer.
free. That's
Get her
wonderful.
biopsy results back. She's no cancer. That's
Good
awesome.
for her.
That's
That's
awesome.
great.
And I can't remember who was she with.
Let's see, France.
I'm drawing a blank.
Shane Douglas.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. Yeah.
That's right.
But that's
And
wonderful
then
news.
Later on, Just Incredible.
Okay, didn't know about that, but I did remember Shane. So, but that's wonderful news. Just proof positive. God is good. So
Yes, because especially hearing
Yep.
so many people getting cancer and then bad
Yeah.
news. It's so nice to hear
Yeah.
that somebody's going to be okay.
we've lost some wrestlers to cancer. We lost wrestlers to other things. That's just the nature of the business.
Yeah.
There we go. But
Yeah, that's not me. That's not me.
F cancer.
That was me.
Uh,
No, it's you.
okay, that's all I got on my list. Kevin, let's talk about your graphic there. You just loaded up there.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to make the whole show. I mean, we mentioned it a couple of times. We got Hellfire Designs coming on. Greg Took. He's the one that you've seen has done these designs here. He's a heck of a designer. Incredible work that he's done through many organizations, and he's done, I think, 4 or 5 TNA belts. We'll learn all about that from him. We'll learn how he got into wrestling, how he got into designing, all about him, his company, and things that he's got going on. So that's exciting thing that we got Come on. What was that comment?
Jace Cortez.
Yeah, F cancer. Sorry to hear that. And
Continue praying for her, man.
Yeah,
my
I'm
prayers,
praying for her, Jason. God bless her.
Jason is one of the most wonderful people in the hobby. Great friend. So we'll lift him up in prayer as well as his mother.
Yes, definitely.
Seems like more and more people are getting cancer these days. There's got to be some common denominator there.
I hate to say it. I just think it's all in our foods, all in our pesticides, all in our plastics, all in our this. Because when we were kids, this is a question out there for everybody. When we were kids, when you heard somebody had cancer, it was a real breath stopper because you did not hear of it. It was very rare to hear somebody have cancer and you knew it was doom and gloom. Now, when you hear, oh, she's got cancer, it's not good to react the way we're acting, but we're always like, yeah. Just about everybody.
It still gets me every time. I lost my dad when I was cancer when I was 10 years old. Every time it's just
right. But we're hearing it so much more. When you were growing up, you very rarely heard about it.
True. It's true.
Very rarely.
It makes you nervous to get tests done. I do blood drawn every month.
But the sad thing is, I found out later that my dad didn't want to do the colonoscopy. I know it was different in the 70s, but he didn't want to go. He go, oh, I'm okay. I lost my dad. So people do your colonoscopies and everything, people.
Yeah, just and kids are getting it. Kids are getting it.
Yep.
More and more kids. So.
Yep. You're right, Jason.
I have a new plates day coming up soon. I don't know how I'll be able to get them on leather. This is what I got coming from Unique Championship Belts. I have this Intercontinental. It's a standard definition belt, 4mm gold.
Really nice.
I like the classic Intercontinental.
I do. I've always loved that. That's one of my favorites.
It'll come with the logo plate. That'll go along with the Wayne Deagle I got, even though it's not HD or CNC. But so I'm hoping to have that. I have added the wrong stupid picture twice. Okay. So they'll be coming hopefully next week or two. And I also have the main plate for a Texas Heavyweight Championship coming. And I don't have the picture handy for that, but I already had the side plates, which I was going to put on another belt until I found it had screwbacks on it. So I sold that belt and ordered a main plate. Yeah, and Kevin, I agree with you on the cancer thing. I think it is the stuff we put in our food to preserve it, the pesticides. I mean, we're putting stuff in the air that we should be putting in there.
I can tell you as a farmer and stuff, the stuff that they're praying and we don't, and it's being forced and regulated to use certain things to combat certain bugs that are just, and people, lazy farmers are just giving in to what these pesticides are instead of doing what they're supposed to be doing with plowing and irrigating their farms regularly and the soil regularly. But now these lazy farmers today don't want to plow their field anymore. They want to spray pesticides to kill the grass that grows up during the winter months, and then not even plow it, but to go and then plant the crop with all that stuff in there and not tilling up and get rid of the pesticides. And that's somewhat to do with it too. Yeah. And the plastics that are in, we're using a lot more plastics in our drink and our plastic. I mean, I wish we'd go back to glass bottles everywhere, like we used to when we were kids. And do you guys remember when you used to go find the Pepsi cups and the Pepsi bottles in the ditches or whatever, and you take them and you get
10 cents back for them?
Yeah, you go take it down to the country store and you put it in the little thing and you can get $1.30 and you spend it all on candy.
Don't you think the pop tasted better in glass bottles anyway?
Oh, it certainly does. We still buy our Coca-Cola bottles in glass. It's so cold, so good.
No deposit, no return. Remember that?
Yep. Have you ever done the peanuts in your Coca-Cola? Have you ever done that? The old
my dad showed me that. I've heard it's really good. I'm gonna try it.
You just take your Coca-Cola, pour your peanuts in there, and just as you're driving along or riding, and they'll get nice and soft, and you drink them with it. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious.
I'm gonna try it, Kev.
Yep. The kids these days don't know what they're missing out on. They just don't.
Try to explain to kids today how it was like we were only having like 4 channels. They'll look at you like, what?
And we were the remote control.
Yeah, we were the remote control. Yes, and if you
had TV,
and if you had good aluminum foil to put on your antennas, hey, you were set.
I saw something on Facebook, and I wanted to read this to you guys because I thought this was cool. I saw this. My cousin had posted this. It says it's a part of adulthood no one warns you about. The part where you feel homesick, not for a house, but for a moment in time, a version of life that doesn't exist anymore, a place you can't return to, and a feeling you didn't know you'd miss until it was gone. And that's very interesting. It is.
It's very well said, too.
It's
So
that
true.
feeling, you know. The 80s had a feeling, the 90s had a feeling, and
The 70s had a feeling.
Remember how we were talking about how
Yeah.
bad the shows were when we were kids, how great they were, and now you can't. There's nothing like that at all, even close.
Getting up on Saturday morning cartoons and,
Oh, the cartoons
and watching it in your cereal, and then you were kicked out of the house the whole day. You better not come in the house.
Yeah.
You stayed outside.
It was so great to get up early on Saturday and watch Pink Panther with my cereal and just all the shows. Oh man, it was great. But I guess Cartoon Network kind of killed that. No more Saturday cartoons, you know.
Well, these devices killed that.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Type-
didn't have internet back in the day, so we didn't know what we missed out on. But because we missed out on that, we experienced so many more wonderful things. We experienced life,
Yes.
socialization.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to add this picture. I think Mendoza said this Intercontinental was a CNC. It's not. It looks CNC, but it's not. Or at least I didn't order CNC.
Is that a chip on there circled?
I circled that and sent it to the maker. He said, no, that's just the lighting. And I looked into the picture.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
there. So, yeah.
Are you sure that's not CNC, Mark?
Well, if it is, I'm not going to complain because I paid for a SD belt.
Looks really nice, Mark.
Okay. Well, that to me looks that looks
I zoomed
CNC.
in. That's why I saw that little chip looking thing there. I can see it. It looks to me like it's SD, but I don't know. Either way, I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, it looks great.
No, I mean it looks CNC. When you CNC, I don't like the stuff where we get into SD and SD with CNC. CNC is just CNC. I hate when people, because all the depth you determine on how depth you go, how far you go in the depth in the plate is just you punching in a number.
Yeah.
But the plates look great. They got great definition to them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope so with Mendoza because I got a really good deal on it if that's the case. But yeah, I'll be putting down leather as soon as I catch up on. I just finished the belt. I think you guys saw me post it. It was that big gold with the rib backing.
Mhm.
That shipped out today back to the customer, and I got I think it's a V1 Undisputed Championship, and I got started on that this weekend. So, and then I can get back to my belts. Any of you guys have a new belt day coming up?
Not on.
Everything in order?
I have IWGP V2 should be coming soon.
Didn't you have one before?
I do. I actually have it. It's up for sale. It's pending. So
Okay.
that's why I didn't list that one for the belts I had for sale.
Okay.
But
Okay, did we talk about the? I'm sorry, man. Did you see that O'Keefe's comment?
what? No, I didn't.
Did we talk about
Oh.
24 karat gold snaps? Wow.
You know what? Hey, that's a topic because I was looking through my belts. That's a topic we could talk about. Like when you buy a belt from some of these makers, they will send your belts with tarnished buttons.
I've gotten a couple of those.
I keep a thing of. Excuse me, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. I keep a thing of Brasso.
Yeah, Brasso cleans it up real quick, real nice.
Yeah, I use Brasso and
Just make sure you don't get it. Make sure you don't get it on your plates.
Yeah, don't get it on the yeah.
Nice, James.
Here you go, James.
Sounds great.
I need a.
James
Yeah,
has been
that's
active
good.
lately, so
Very nice. The UWF title is nice, but that UWF TV is even nicer.
That's one of the best belts. The UWF television is just gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I love mine.
it's another one of those belts that the design is so unique
And that's the
so
one.
nice.
That's the one. That's one that Nikita Koloff carries when he does autograph signs. He's always got that
Mhm.
belt with him. You know, you'd think it would be the NWA TV, but no, that's the one from the storyline, and he's kept it ever since.
And that belt didn't have a life. It didn't have much of a life.
No, it did not.
What?
Maybe a few months, Ben?
It
only
maybe
went a whole year.
A year or
He didn't
two.
hold
A
it.
year or
It did
two.
go a year? Okay.
Because Buddy Roberts had it. Savannah
Yeah.
Jack had it.
Terry Taylor had it,
Yeah.
Terry Taylor had it.
and then he lost it, and when they merged the titles together.
And Nikita.
Nikita, yeah.
Yeah. There's
Get
some
him,
other
Deuce.
champions there, but can't.
I'm gonna say it was about a year at the most.
That's one of those cases that the secondary tier title looks better than the world title.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And the UWF world title is not a bad looking belt.
No,
It's
Not.
not at all. It's just the TV title to me, if you ask me, looks better.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. It's too ornate not to be the world title.
Yeah, it should have been the world title.
Yeah.
If they was going to do it, they should have made the TV the world title, the TV title.
Right.
But you
I
know,
agree.
Eddie Gilbert, yep, Eddie Gilbert had it. Hot Stuff International.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And I saw speaking of that, I saw an article. Yes, sir. That's it. I saw something. People were talking about people that never turn heel. Wrestlers that never turn heel, and somebody said Sting.
He started.
No, he was
I
the
was
heel
like-
when he came in with Rick Steiner.
He
Right?
came in with Steiner.
The only one
Yeah.
I know that was
Well-
never a heel was
No, they wasn't. No, they wasn't. They wasn't the heel. They wasn't the heel tag team. Or you said Rick Steiner. I'm thinking of Ultimate Warrior. My bad.
Okay.
Only one I
Warrior
know
and
that's never been-
Sting originally were face.
Only one that I know
Face
never been a
tag team.
heel is Ricky Steamboat. He's never been a heel.
Yeah, and like they was like saying that another name was Rey Mysterio. I'm like, Rey Mysterio was a heel in WCW.
Yeah, he was.
Robert Gibson wasn't.
Yeah,
Ricky
he wasn't.
was.
Ricky was, but Robert.
Yeah,
was
Ricky
never.
turned on Robert. Yeah,
That
when
was
he
six.
was York.
Was that when he joined the York
Foundation.
Foundation?
York
He
Foundation.
was-
That was
He
so
was Richard
stupid.
Morton. Richard Morton.
Richard
York
Morton.
Foundation.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Thomas Rich.
Yeah.
He's even said he
Yeah,
did not like doing that.
Terrence Taylor.
Terrence Taylor.
Yeah. Terrence Taylor, the Red Rooster.
What was the name? Richard Morton, Terrence
Richard
Taylor, Thomas Rich.
Yeah, Terrence Taylor with that little.
Oh, Thomas Rich was. Oh, that was embarrassing.
Little
Just-
ponytail that couldn't even reach its back. I'm like, why you put it on a ponytail? It looked like a little 12-year-old girl going for lollipops at the playground or something. What are
Tommy
you
Rich
doing?
in a suit just was like, what?
Yeah, like you guys are really far
Thomas
reaching
Rich.
to try to make this work.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, it's just I saw that and people were like Sting, and like no, Sting was a heel.
No, Sting was a heel.
Sting was a heel like his first 4
Well,
or 5 years.
he came in as a tag team with
Warrior.
Warrior as the Blade Runners.
hmm
No, they were another tag team first.
Well, but when they came into UWF, they were
Well,
the.
they came to UWF. They were the Blade Runners, but before the Blade Runners, they were Power Team USA
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
in Memphis.
Well, does that count as a heel turn if they came in as the Blade Runners?
They turned heel in Memphis, and then they went to UWF,
Yeah.
and then that's when they came in as the Blade Runners when they
Mhm.
had the whole. I don't know what they were going for, or they trying to be knockoffs of the Road Warriors or whatever they was trying to do, but
When Warrior started as Dingo Warrior in World Class, wasn't he a heel to begin
he
with?
was a heel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When Gary Hart was
Hart.
his manager.
Gary
Yeah,
Hart,
he was.
right?
The dingo ate your baby.
He won the Texas Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he sure did.
Mhm.
Green as grass.
Yep.
Yeah.
That dude was green as hell as Dingo Warrior.
And the Undertaker was in World Class. He was
Yep.
Red River, not Red River Jack.
Texas
what was he?
Red.
Texas Red, yeah. And
remember-
Bruiser
remember-
Brody beat the hell out of him.
I remember he was Mean Mark Callis, part of the
Yeah.
Skyscraper.
Yeah, because Brody was Red River Jack.
Yeah.
hmm
I don't know why they decided to do that, but yeah, that's some of these guys, man, evolved from these characters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Sid Vicious, Lord Humongous,
Mm-hmm.
down in Tennessee.
Yeah.
All these guys evolved from these different characters, and you know, you look at old clips of The Undertaker,
Mhm.
and you know, he was also pretty good over in Japan for a bit before he got on the WCW.
The Undertaker was on a podcast. He was talking about that match with Brody, and he said he deserved that ass whooping he took. He was trying to get over a Bruiser Brody, it didn't work out.
Didn't Lex Luger have a match with Brody where he was not selling at all?
In a cage.
Bro, yeah, in the cage, and Luger's like,
and Luger climbed over the cage to get out.
He broke that. He got the hell out of there.
Yeah, he knew he better get out of there. Yeah.
Yeah, because you like look at Luger, and Luger's like he's looking at Bill Alfonso was the referee.
Yeah.
Because Bill Alfonso did a shoot interview, and they asked him about it, and Bill Alfonso was like, "I was scared for my life. I didn't know what Brody was going to do."
And the match started out fine. Just somewhere halfway through that match, he decided he wasn't going to sell. And I don't know if there was ever an explanation that was given for that.
And I think, well, from what I heard was Brody was not mad at Luger. Brody was mad at the booker.
Yeah. But did he say why? I heard that story too.
It didn't say. I don't recall if they said why. It might have been knowing what Brody, and it was over some money. You know, that's what cost Brody his life.
Yeah.
But he was not mad at Luger, and that's why he didn't attack Luger. If you notice, Brody he didn't really hit Luger back. Luger was just, you know, trying to throw the punches and, you know, whatever. And Brody was just there. And Luger was like, I had enough, and climbed out of the cage and ran up out of there. That probably was his best bet.
Yeah.
You know, Brody was known to be a little unhinged at times.
Just a little bit. That's probably what got him killed in Puerto Rico.
That's what got him.
Yep.
It was money. Well, and you know, then there was he was trying to take over. He was trying to take Puerto Rico from Carlos Colon.
Yeah.
Which in reality, it wasn't all Carlos Colon's territory anyway, because the World Wrestling Council was created by Gorilla Monsoon.
Yeah. But back in the territory days, the promoters were very protective of their territory.
Yeah.
And I guess in Puerto Rico, it was especially the case.
Puerto Rico's hot. Puerto Rico's one of the hot territories.
Yeah. Well, you know, when Flair lost that title to Jack Veneno down, was it there or was it somewhere else? It was
Dominican Republic.
Okay.
It was Dominican Republic.
But the crowd got so angry and rabid that Flair let him keep the belt. They got the belt to Flair a week later.
The same scenario happened with Carlos Colon. That's where the Universal Heavyweight title came from in Puerto Rico. Okay. That was supposed to be a unification match with Flair. And Flair had to put Colon over to get out of Puerto Rico. It was the same exact thing as the situation in Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Like, you know, those people are big fans. They were big fans of wrestling back then.
Saw a video this week. Undertaker's daughter is doing some major wrestling moves.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
Oh, so she'll be in the Hall of Fame next week then?
These nah, you didn't have to do that. Why don't you behave, man? You didn't have to do that.
No, The Rock's daughter will be in there first. Yeah.
I know everybody was thinking
how does she still have a job?
Everybody was thinking it. I just said it hello.
Why? She's a bloodline member.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They talk about nepotism. The rest of the bloodline earn their spots. Eva, whatever her name is, she wants to be.
Whatever, yeah. Brock's daughter. There you go.
Simone, whatever your name is. No, it's
What are the
she.
figures?
No,
How many different belts came out of Puerto Rico? Huh.
she wasn't born.
That's a good question, Jason. Maybe not as many as AEW, but
I got two up for sale right now.
in Puerto Rico's belts are almost as unique as the All Japan belts, kind of. There's a lot of cast belts down there.
Yeah, they at one time the World Wrestling Condo Heavyweight title looked identical to the United National, exactly like it. Same look, design, everything. I'm kind of interested in what's going to happen with Brock Lesnar's daughter.
Now, she's a looker, isn't she?
Oh man,
oh boy.
He couldn't.
Man, get him. That's 10 times worse than what I just said.
That guy. Hey,
Mr. Lesnar, if you're watching, that was a joke. Please
man,
don't hurt me.
I ain't scared of you, Brock. I ain't
I
scared
said
of you.
something about the Hall of Fame. This man's talking about somebody hitting every tree, every ugly branch on the way down.
Oh man, see, I didn't say that. I didn't
know it. He did.
I didn't say that. I was getting ready to say though. She favors her father very much.
He cannot deny paternity. That's
Oh
for sure.
no!
All I did was say somebody's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
And if he said that wasn't his daughter, meant Brock, you going to jail for lying.
Now, is that his daughter with Sable, or is that from previous marriage?
That's the previous.
Okay, I was about to say there's no way because there's no Sable in that face.
I didn't say it again.
Hey, how's it going, Max? How's it going, man?
I didn't say it
Hello,
again.
Max.
Glad you up watching us,
Hello,
man.
Max.
Hope all is
Big
well.
Mac? What's going on? I'm hanging in, filling
She
in
did.
for the guy who didn't pay his internet
She
bill.
got all Brock, dude.
I mean, he got his looks and everything. There's
Everything, athletic ability, everything,
I mean, poor kid.
everything.
She's stocky. She is. She's
That's a good word for it.
she's built for tough.
No, she's not. She's got a build. She got a build on her body. She
Yeah, she's a skyscraper. She
look like
Here
she
lies
look
Mark Haggard.
like she can get in the ring. You train if she's trained right. She look like she could be a problem in the ring. She does.
Brock's rumored to be making another return, isn't he?
Brock?
No.
No, he's nowhere near coming back. No.
What's
Because
the
of the
belt
court, because of the
right
court.
behind you?
Oh, that's right.
AWA tag.
Yeah. I don't
Which
know if
one?
we'll ever see him again.
Which belt?
It would break my heart because I'm just not a Brock Lesnar fan. He's just too much MMA for WWE, in my opinion.
Scott wanted to
He
know
was a
which
lot
belt.
better of a big man and a wrestler than I thought Goldberg was. I mean, he could at least get, take being beat up and a match, and Goldberg's just so stiff.
That's Bret Hart. Ooh.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Yeah. So,
I
how many
like
bosses-
I like Jason's comment.
yeah, well, I'm not sure about that.
Hey, all right.
I don't know.
Kind of pushing it there, pal.
So, are we going to see many botches from Goldberg in this match coming up?
I think so. He's gonna be rusty. His feet. He does that when he's getting panicky. His feet does all those weird shuffles.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna see it.
He did an interview with Chris Van Vliet. You ever watch his interviews? He does some great interviews.
He does
He
good,
said
yeah.
that botch he did in that last match he had was because he had a concussion.
Oh my god, y'all are brutal.
It's the overbite.
Is it butter or is it margarine? Oh man,
Brock's daughter, like seriously, man. They could.
Oh my god, Johnny.
Johnny.
Man.
Come on now.
I'm holding in, buddy. I'm holding in, man. Hope to see you Saturday night watching the show, man. We got a cool dude on. Appreciate you asking, man.
she could give Rhea Ripley a run for her money. I'm pretty sure.
I think Brock's daughter would be.
She could be a China.
I can see her dad.
China.
I can see her dad just her using her dad's move set.
She could be a China.
She could be a female version of her own dad.
Oh, we did definitely. I mean, granted, she looks like Mama Jude on steroids, but she could be.
That's a good analogy. Ugh.
AWA tag. AWA tag. That one.
Okay. Let's get a close up of that. Hang on a second.
No. No.
There it is.
There it is. Hey Ben, can we see a little closer shot of that, please?
No.
I think somebody we know is looking for that belt. Oh man, look at that belt, Kev.
Oh man.
That is so sweet. Oh, Kev.
Yes.
Kev, look
Not
at
the Jeopardy music.
Oh, that's great.
that is just beautiful. What do you think, Kev?
It is beautiful.
For sale, $1. For sale, $1. Kevin, come in.
Classic design.
Man, that thing's heavy. Woo!
A sweet belt. Oh, he's polishing it with his t-shirt. Oh, pretty please.
We are now number 2. So
Yeah.
speaking of number 2,
Let my people go.
there you go. That's the only other soundbite I have loaded in here. I had to reload everything in here because the other StreamYard subscription expired. It kicked us all out. I couldn't go in there and get any of that stuff. Which I had it saved in a folder, but I couldn't remember what I had loaded up. So I had to go in there and find stuff. And so there's another one. I got one of those.
Sweet one right there.
Yeah, I got one of those.
There's only one tag team that's held both of those belts.
The greatest tag team of all time.
The GOATs.
The greatest.
What?
Greatest tag team. Road Warriors.
Can't argue that.
Come on now, Kevin. Come on. I know you like the Rock and Roll Express. Come on.
Keep it coming. Keep it
Until you
coming.
experience them live entrance to the
Man,
ring.
Rock and Roll Express ain't even.
I did.
Five
Many,
tag.
One of the
many
greatest things
times.
ever is
They're,
being
they're
there.
not even top 5 tag team.
Many times. Those guys were burnt out by the time they took off their shoulder pads.
Didn't need to wrestle no 15-minute matches.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, that AWA I cannot. I'm only allowed to sell it to one person because it's a classic Shields belt.
Ah.
So it's a standing. I'm only. I bought it from. He's in here.
Didn't know that. I hadn't heard any updates in a year. Appreciate
Hey,
that. You might let
Kevin.
Gianni know because I'm not sure he knows that.
Yeah.
Be
I don't
sure and
think
tell
that-
Gianni.
No.
Gotta make sure. Oh, there we go.
Why?
He knows. He knows. He knows.
Him and them daggone things.
No,
Don't
he's
ask
talking
him how
about
he
that.
knows.
He's talking about that tag belt. I can't. I'm not allowed to sell it to nobody else.
Scott, I don't have any new figures, but I do have one for sale. I forgot to
Yeah,
it
you
up.
gotta put that up.
Oh, wait a minute. We got some breaking news then?
they said breaking news rip. Right.
Breaking news. Got it for sale. Breaking news. Breaking news.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it. Sorry, I was like trying to figure
Breaking
out.
news. Breaking news.
I have this Vergania figure for sale. It's Power Town V2. It's not the one where the arms and legs fall off. Unopened in the box, and I'm asking $60 ship for it.
Nice.
So if you're interested in the figure, I know most people aren't old school like this. I'm not really either, but it's a great figure to add to your collection. So hit me up after the show.
Nice.
Yeah.
Parody.
Any else for sale? Okay.
No, not right now.
So we work out some of the kinks tonight. I got a few more to work out over the next week. StreamYard has an issue that I'm hoping they'll correct soon, where I can drag and drop stuff instead of having to move to the top, and that's something I'm not used to. So,
Yes, they are going to fix that. It was confirmed tonight.
Okay, good deal. Hopefully they fix it. for next
If
week.
not, you'll just have to click and put them in the order that you want
Yeah.
them. It'll take you a couple minutes to do.
It sucks.
Yeah.
I'm lazy. I'm lazy.
I can see that.
Thank you, Chris. So we got 5 minutes left. Joe, you guys have any final thoughts?
Oh, I'm excited to
It'll be a
have you
great
guys.
great wrestling weekend.
Kip?
I thought what MJF said in the ring the other night was, and that storyline was totally terrible. If
That was
everybody knows what we're
classless.
talking
That
about.
was terrible.
I had,
With Jay
And
Briscoe,
I'm sure that Briscoe. I'm sure he said go ahead and do it, but still, I mean, that's
you shouldn't do that.
there's no. It was wrong. Sorry. I just don't think it was right.
I thought I had that. Oh, I have it. Hold on. I do have it.
You're going to get a copyright strike if it's not.
Oh.
You can try it and see if it will. It might make you just cover it up. I have the edited version where it's just the.
Okay. Yeah.
The-
I edited. I won't show it.
Well, here I'll download mine in just a second.
But basically, he was talking to which Briscoe is it still living? Is it Mark Briscoe?
Jay's the one that passed, wasn't it?
Okay, so
Yes.
his brother, yeah, the surviving brother. MJF was doing a promo with him and brought up his brother passing away. Got up basically to his face and said, "If he were here, he'd say it should have been you." And the fight was on. I just thought it was tacky. It's way out of bounds.
Classless. Terrible.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Somebody had a green like that though, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
which
of course,
was
of course.
it was
Even
with
though
Briscoe.
it's just not a good look.
That's the thing though. You're in a position, Tony Khan. There's some stuff don't green light. Vince McMahon learned from that. Don't green light every little thing. You know that got you past the attitude era, but after that, you couldn't green light stuff like that no more, man. Especially when you got like sponsors and.
Well, it's like they took Jeff Hardy, his alcoholism, made that into an angle.
What about okay? But what about
Well, who did that though?
WWF?
No, that was TNA that did
Okay.
that to Jeff Hardy.
Okay, but
There it
what
is.
about? There we go.
No sound.
No, because it'll flag you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
flag, yeah.
Here it comes. I bet that if the grace of God above, your brother was somehow able to be here in the flesh tonight.
It is Mark Briscoe. Okay.
Chicken, his nickname. Should have been me in that accident. It should have been you.
That had to have been hard, even if he agreed to it. It had to have been hard to hear that.
I don't
Like haven't
understand. That's just
He agreed. I mean, I hated
Real-
to see it too, but
Real life stuff should not be used in an angle. I mean, real life tragedies or demons, things you're battling, should not be used in an angle. They shouldn't.
okay. You brought up the Hardy, Jeff Hardy. What about when they WWF had Hawk was having all this trouble and they had
Yeah.
his brought into a storyline? That was terrible.
Yeah, I just don't think it's a good idea.
But that's Vince, you know. I mean, that's just how he
Thank
was.
you, Chris. Yep. I just don't like it. I think it's in poor taste.
I mean, you could have. I mean, they might could say to it, but it can be hurting other family members who doesn't have the ability to say yes or no because it was only his brother that probably could have gave the permission.
What
to
about Jay Briscoe's kids?
Yeah, I mean, his daughter was in the vehicle.
Was in the
when they
car,
got
yeah,
back.
the truck.
Yeah. Yeah, I just
I mean, his wife, his widow, and his kids. If they would have
Just,
seen it, my God.
just say something like your brother's not here to defend you, or your brother's not
Yeah.
here to save you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
going
yeah.
into
You still kind of towing the line, even.
Yeah,
in
but
that.
but that's a little bit more to the edge
I
as
mean, he
opposed
was
to be right in
hitting
the
below
middle
the
of it.
belt.
Yeah,
Hitting below the
Yeah.
belt when he said that. That's just
yeah.
I don't
Tony Khan. Tony Khan. Hey,
Why
Yeah.
mention it at all?
yeah. Why did that
Right.
have to be brought into the storyline?
You didn't need it. It ain't. We ain't talking about main event. Even if we talking about main event type of stuff, that still wouldn't have been necessary. Me personally, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I
Yep.
agree.
You know,
But we'll see how that plays out. Hopefully
But
that's
I'm
the
not
end of
paying.
that.
I'm not paying $50 to watch All In. No way.
I wouldn't either.
No way.
they ain't paid for no pay per view.
Heck no.
20
You
years.
have a request to your shirt there, Andy. Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
Very colorful.
Got this from my daughter for Father's Day.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
So be sure you get your tumbler from Ashley Southern Designs.
Mm-hmm.
Get you a nice cup. Nice shirt from her as well. She does custom shirts.
She does a great job on little toolboxes too, Mark.
She does. She does.
She
Oh,
can
she's
get
walked
anything.
in. She's walked in.
Ashley,
Hey, Ashley.
She can hear you.
Oklahoma.
Yeah. So I'm going to end the show because I just had company show up. I want to thank Kevin for joining us tonight, and thank you again also for the partnership. We're looking forward to moving forward with some exciting things ahead
Yeah, thanks for
Absolutely.
Kev.
on the Dad
Absolutely.
Network. So
Welcome.
on the behalf of Kevin, Andy, Ben, and Richard, who had to leave us because he forgot to pay his internet bill, I want to thank you guys for joining us tonight. We'll be back next week for hopefully a better show and hopefully some bigger things ahead. So have a good week, everybody. Great weekend. Stay safe and stay kind to each other. Have a good night, everybody.